Hello everybody, my name is Serum. My is Pino, B, Tam, Ice and Popiao. Today we will present about mercury.
What is mercury? Mercury is a chemical element with the symbol Hg and atomic number 80. It is commonly known as quicksilver, a heavy silvery D-block element. Mercury is the only metallic element that is liquid at standard conditions for temperature and pressure.
And here is the reason of why mercury is a liquid state in a room temperature. So this is the reason that their bonding structure is weaker than other metals. So it is liquid in a 25 degrees Celsius, like water and something. But as you can see, that I would like to show you the video of what can sponge absorb mercury like water. So let's see.
แล้วจะเปิดอะไรแล้วเอาเปิดโนลงมาชิบหายแล้วไม่ได้มาเปิดหรอ
Hi, all you pack rats. This is Jim from Calculator Mouse. A lot of people have asked me, what will happen if you try putting a sponge in mercury? Will it absorb it? And honestly, I didn't know what it would do. I wanted to try this out and satisfy my own curiosity. So let's take a look. Now first we're going to use water just to prove it's a real sponge, and I'm not using some kind of stunt sponge or something like that. Just to show you that it will absorb liquids. So now that we know it's a real sponge type sponge and not some kind of CGI trickery, we'll try with the mercury. Well, we dumped in about 5 pounds of mercury. That's almost 1 stone if you're British, I believe. Now the sticklers are probably saying, well, the sponge is all contaminated with water and it's wet, it won't work right. Well, I did the mercury sponge thing first, and then I did the water thing, and that's why I was wearing the gloves with the water. So we take our perfectly dry sponge and put it into the mercury, or mercury, as some people prefer that I say it, and I squeeze it just like I did when I inserted it into the water, squeezing the air out of the open cells of the structure of the sponge. And much to my surprise, it is very dry. And I was kind of blown away at this because I thought it would absorb something. And of course it didn't. The sponge is still perfectly dry every time I pull it out. It doesn't weigh anymore. The odd thing about this, it took a lot of force to shove it down there, and you can hear the glass creaking, and it's almost precarious and dangerous and all that. But but yeah, you can definitely, there's a lot of weight being pushed down on that thin glass stem of that martini glass.
And so why mercury is so dangerous? Mercury is the only metal that is liquid at standard temperature and pressure. In fact, it is the metal that can remain liquid in the widest range of conditions. This is mostly due to the abnormal behavior of an electric orbiting the atom that make it one of the only 5 elements to be liquid in a normal state. But the real dangerous property of mercury is the density, 13.5 times denser than the water. Its liquid and gas forms are highly poisonous. When inhaled or in gas, mercury can accumulate in the body slowly degrading the membrane of important organs like brain, nervous system, kidney or liver. It can cause the worrying effects from eye irritation and vomiting to DNA and chromosomal damage. The disease it has acrodynia and Minamoto disease.
The next one. What is mercury used for? Its liquid form makes mercury is a very versatile element. However, it conducts electricity and is used in switches, and it's also in barometer and thermometers. It can also be combined with a variety of other metals. Mercury on its own is poisonous, and when combined with other elements, it can form different compounds, which are used in everything from antiseptics and pesticides to batteries, thermometer, fluorescent lamps, and detonator for explosives.
So this is why mercury reaction with aluminum. Aluminum in air is ordinarily protected by a molecule thin layer of its own oxide. This aluminum oxide layer serves as a protective barrier to the underlying aluminum itself and preventing chemical reaction with this metal. Mercury coming into contact with it does no harm. However, if any element aluminum is exposed, the mercury may combine with it to form the amalgam. This process can continue well beyond the immediately exposed metal surface, potentially reacting with a large part of the burnt aluminum before it finally ends. The presence of water in the solution is reportedly helpful, even necessary. The electron-less amalgam will oxide aluminum and reduce hydrogen from water, creating aluminum hydroxide and hydrogen gas. The electron from the aluminum reduce mercury ion to metallic mercury. The metallic mercury can then form an amalgam with the exposed aluminum metal. The amalgam aluminum then is oxidized by water, converting the aluminum to aluminum hydroxide and release free metallic mercury. And this is the equation of mercury reaction with aluminum.
This is a video about mercury react with aluminum. Do you have any question?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching and listening.